Hei hei hei! Meillä jatkuu Henrin seikkailut. Viime kerralla tapahtui ihan hirveästi kaikkea. Pääpointtina se, että olemme lähteneet herra Ottoin luota, koska Otto paljastui kamalaksi mulkuksi ja sitä paitsi sillä puolella oli Istvan. Ja me tapettiin Istvan, me vihdoin tapettiin Istvan. Ja mutta Hans on vankina ja olemme lähteneet kohti Gutenbergia, että saisimme Hansin pelastettua. Ja kaikkea muutakin.
Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly. If
Sukdal.
those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They looked pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king. My friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Snoimo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this Sukdal place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word! And will a man of his stature see us?
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that?
Ain't gonna see ya.
We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that.
Hans,
If it's
Hans
not
on
too late.
pelastettava.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
I know him. And I think I know why they say what they do about him.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trotsky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
No kun miettii minkälaisia ideoita sekä minulla että Hansilla aina on, niin ei välttämättä. Voi ei. Tökki.
Long last.
Täällä se on kiva paikka. Mä myös näyttää sille paikalle, jossa Hans ottaa osumaa nuolesta.
What's this? Gates wide open.
Nämä D-synkissä.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
Sillä on hieno hattu.
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I'm Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kronstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil.
Well now, Captain Žižka and young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here.
Sekin on hieno hattu.
I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir,
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it.
Mutta kun
Talk
tärkeitä
tomorrow.
asia.
Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Muistelen, että tämä on joku iso herra.
Let's go!
Aatteistakin sinne ehkä voi kyllä päätyä.
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
Kaikki minun luutit. Kun en jaksanut kantaa niitä. No kai mulla jotain jäi.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
Kaunis.
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trocnov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave
Lyötkö
here.
sinäkin, lordi?
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning.
Sorry?
Sä tarvinnut apua tähän könkkäämiseen. In your redhead, hungeria. Tai
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Katharina sinne meni pöytään ja syömään. Minä olin sentään kohtelias ja odotin, että muutkin tulee. Kerrankin. Syönkö mäkin niinku pöydässä vai?
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
Ah, the journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Actually, it's a little bit my fault.
What are you saying, boy?
Boy.
Me and my lords were sent to negotiate an alliance with von Berghoff. But that snake was using us the whole time to do his dirty work. He pretended he was willing to cross over to the side of Wenceslas. But instead, he sent us to fight against the king's allies.
And if that wasn't enough, von Orlitz and the Prague militia joined with him.
But why would the Pragas send forces to Trusky?
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here. but everywhere where King
Aika
Wenceslas
lunkisti
still
otti kyllä
has supporters.
Christ
And
almighty.
that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
Burgundy.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hynek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of
Yllättyneitä
terms.
olivat.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hynek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
Okay.
I'd be very surprised.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hynek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
En mä
No,
semmoista.
that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say.
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, What about us? What do we do now?
Ukko selkään.
Margaret will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
Ah, so be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill. All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Joo. Ai. Uttiko se hyvä huutaa vai joku toinen koira?
Here you go.
Onko sinulla nälkä? Miksi sä oot klippaantunut sinne sisään? No, mut sen pian syö. No niin. Mut, älä klippaa seiniä sisään.
What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
Of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress.
Ei!
Von Aulitz's men hanged everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
There was this healer called Clara
Ei,
there.
Clara.
A girl of yours?
No. Ehkä.
Maybe. She was really kind to me. Oh, my God.
Wait, maybe she managed to save herself? Nobody would hang a young girl like that, would they? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Don't
Ei
apologize.
se haittaa. Hans on vielä hengissä.
You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
Do you know Kozlik? Clever little fella. Surely he managed to get out
Ei,
alive.
kuoliko ne kaikki?
I know him very well, and I reckon you're right. If anyone managed to escape from Nabakov, it was him. At least I hope so.
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zhishka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Aww.
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
I didn't know that. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Do you think Mikesh survived?
What, him? What do you care about a ne'er-do-well like him?
No, whatever he's like. I had some adventures with him.
So did I. and he's the last person I'd shed tears for.
En oikeastaan muista, kuka se oli.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks. What do you think of Lord Pesek?
He's a real man, at least. Noble and good-mannered. But I hope his age has weakened his hearing. You should be ashamed of yourself asking about him when he's right next to us.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
May I join you?
You should go and have that bath. Ideally, a nice cold one.
Sä missaat jokaisen shotin, jota sä et ota.
How are you?
Much better with hot food in my belly. But a pitcher of wine would be the best remedy.
Don't overdo it, though. Better to lose one eye than drink yourself blind. Any orders, Captain?
Now, eat and sleep. I'm not sure how long they'll treat us this well, so make the most of it.
God bless.
Smutti koko ajan huutaa tuolla. Taas pitää yrittää musta laittaa. Piffi. Ai saatana. Aihelehti. Mm. Ai saatana. Joo. Mä voin laittaa kuitenkin. Pidetään tuo Godwinin sormus. Voinko mä laittaa spek? Onpas ne kauniit. Ai niin, minä en oikein kerännyt. No, minä kyllä näen tätä lukea tässäkö. No niin. Mä nyt näkisin. Onko tässä viiniä?
Careful.
Ei sitten. Eli ruoka on saatu nyt. Jossain tässä. Tämä.
Pleasure doing business. God be with you.
Right.
What can I do for you?
Show me your wares. Lord Pesek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Täyden palvelun.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
Ooh. You are enjoying a bath.
Christ, pardon me.
Yeah.
How can I help you today?
What do you have for...
Pleasure doing business. God be with you.
Miksi mä voin haklettaa? Nyt mut.
But where have you got to now?
Mutta sinä pukitat.
Do I want to send Mutt home?
Mennään nukkumaan. Eikö, voinko mä jutella vielä sitten tänne?
I mean no discourtesy.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. I used to be the mint master, the king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted out of Kuttenberg silver.
That sounds important.
Indeed it is. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he took control of Kuttenberg.
I know we're in Sukdal, and that this fortress belongs to you, but I don't know anything else about it. Or about this area.
It's not exactly a royal castle, as you can see. You'll find dozens of such fortresses around Kuttenberg. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. They bought land and built fortresses. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up like mushrooms after the rain.
No niin, tästä sitten. Yläkertaanhan se. Sanoit ylös. The floor above the banqueting hall. Miten sinne pääsee?
Declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. And Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me.
Miten tiukka tekee taidolla kadulla pikkaamaan.
And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray
What
for
sinä
us,
olet?
O holy... God bless. What would you like?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous, and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing. But if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
You'll have to ask elsewhere.
God be with you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Herra jumala, mutta mikä sua vaivaa? Tää on minun huone. Tää on hieno. Mutti on aamuna. Okei. Maiden's War.
Here, Mutt!
Pitkät unet. No ei toisaalta ihme. No niin, meillä on ollut tässä aikamaiset seikkailut. Jaha taas. Mitäs tällä kertaa? Papa?
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff.
And is that what you really want, son?
Ei minä aloin
No
vähän
matter
sitä
how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
Voi minä silti kyllä tappaa.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
Olenko minä varma? En minä tiedä.
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not.
Minua kohdellaan liian hyvin.
Thank
En ole
you.
tottunut tähän. Minä mikä lordi on.
Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Täällä pitää pönöttää.
You silly mutt. Good boy. Good boy.
Moi joo,
No,
se oli
joo.
silloin ikäviä.
Silly
Jossakin muualla
doggy.
minä tiedän, missä sitä
You're
oli.
my
Isi oli
doggy,
sodassa,
eh?
oli ihan kamalaa.
Come
Olisipa
here,
ollut
boy.
siellä.
You silly mutt.
Noi. Nyt on parempi mieli. Siis minun aamupala on tässä. No niin, mut.
Look what I have for you.
No niin, sain mutkin ruokaa. Löydä viime. No niin. Ja ehkä... Pitäis saada muistaa tallentaa toi outfitti. Ei sillä, että tämä olisi jotenkin huono, mutta... Tämä PowerPoint olisi parempi. Ei se nyt ollut. Oi tuo. Eikös mä tallensin tän outfitin? Onko tää nyt niinku tallennettu outfitiksi? Okei. Ehkä.
Good day to you. Greetings to you, friend.
Greetings.
Oh, Christ. Excuse me. God be with you.
God be with you.
God be with you too, mutta nyt on vähän pitäis päästä niinku tonne tapaamiseen. Mulla on kiire. Kaikki vaan pyörii eessä.
You silly doggy.
Ei, niin aja. Mutti on paras.
Careful.
Meine Dame, we aren't idle here.
Hello, the Worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Still believe in yourself?
Vittu.
Never saw that coming.
Oi perse. Tää tallentaa tulee ennen.
Here you go.
Ihana.
Take it.
Niin. No ehkä kannattaa kyllä tätä vielä lukea. Joka mulla on täällä semmoista jotain parempaa asetta. Mulla on militalo ja sordi. Toi Basilardi on vissiin parempi. No niin.
I'm sorry.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
You're my doggy, eh?
You're my doggy.
Aye, aye. You silly doggy.
Paras koira. You have no savior, Snaps.
I'll sort you out night.
Olisikohan tämä?
Greetings.
I'll have a look at your...
Pleasure doing business. God.
You
You have a kind
see,
master.
meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My... And train like that every day.
Lo,
That's not Indy. What do you...
Oi,
Leave.
now look here.
Ach ja?
do you fancy?
Come, jongen. Pull
Hey.
cock. The first... Yield.
Yield itse.
For glory and carnage! Die!
Monestiko sinun pitää asua? No niin. Saatana. Ei Katharina, eikö se?
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Mä vaan
Good,
kuolin.
Kama. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zhishka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around.
Some girl.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
I'm sorry.
Niin.
Oh, it's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This. I fell off the battlements at Laxenburg Castle.
Olen saapunut.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Yeah, not so great. I'm
Ei
feeling
voi
pretty
ottaa tuo
battered.
Henry enää tosissaan.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, Nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
Well, all right, but he sent for us both. How's it going to look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right, then. I'll be going, then.
Ai joku. Lähdetään sitten sinne ylös.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Sir, I have arrived.
Henry,
Henry.
where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
I beg your pardon, Margrave, but I have the feeling you already know everything.
Really? I have the opposite feeling. These days, I seem to be completely in the dark. John of Liechtenstein, my court spy, I suppose you could say, has mysteriously fallen silent. But there's one thing you're right about. I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trotsky. Now, let's get to a more important question. I heard you ended up in von Bergov's dungeon. And judging by the state you were in when you arrived, I expect they didn't treat you too well. You didn't reveal anything important there by any chance?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Bergov already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Bergov has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Onko se kuiva sen takia, että se ei ole
there's
alkoholia?
plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country. And of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa.
Hello?
Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
Laitetaan vittuun tätä sisko.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Hi.
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go!
Hei Katarina. Minä me nyt mennään.
Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me. Like this.
Unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
So all the taverns and dens
eikä try on niinku vastako.
If it comes to that,
I'm up for that.
don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry, it's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hanush alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
Ja olla voidaan myöhemminkin. Vai jäätävän kokoinen mappi. Jos vaikka tämä. Oi voi.
We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
Jaha. Tää näyttää tutulle. Why kinda please?
I warned you you had it coming, you drunk!
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Se on Henryn tulevaisuus.
For that.
Come to me! Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hi, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
Varmaan
If
minä.
you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Mene pois. Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him.
Okei, se olisi
So
ollut
he's
Kuttenbergissä.
probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get in there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard.
Mitä se siellä
But not
suunnittelee?
even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him.
Yeah.
They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3, so unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody'll listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hit them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubienka to get the hand cannons he may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great. At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, Meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Roger, Roger. Skrlle. Mitenköhän tuo skrlle lausutaan? Joo, joo.
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife?
Well,
where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another war. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'd gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Ha! Really? Sounds like
I'll carve you a new ass.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived. And the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many decks and drinks?
Oh, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which... Would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
Katsotaan tämän paikan kori. Joo.
There now. What a relief. It was better not piss on my boots or trip over. Oh, Almost done. Oh, not done yet. Finally.
Iskasta. Mitä löysit? Shrine.
You silly mutt.
Noita vetäisi koira.
Here you go. Take it.
Menikö sä hävisi sillä aikaa? Sori, minä ihmettelin minun koiraa. Sama jumissa.
Buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by this tree. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at the suitable place. They followed him almost all the way.
What are we going to do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much, but we called it home.
This mess?
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
I don't have a
Where are
home.
the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders. By the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea. A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're going to dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by Janos' tent.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it until he woke up covered in caterpillars.
Come on then. We don't have much time.
No niin. Ai mut, kaikkemme joutaa.
Hey, here it is. Bring the shovel. Be quick. It is
Tää on joku
already
ruumis.
taking us longer than we wanted. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried them. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Why not? It'll make the digging go faster.
Good boy.
Ooh, shiny.
I found something in the basket.
Beautiful. Is there enough for both of us?
You can take all of it. I won't be drinking.
Are you feeling unwell?
I'm starting to feel like shit.
All right. At least there's more for me.
Olisiko täällä kukkia lisää kerättyä? Muistapa nyt, minne hautasitte ne asseet. Tässä on joku.
Right. Enough playing around. Dick. Here.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Ah, so this is the grave of Paholaisen. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench?
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If L'Oreal is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are. So, this is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never.
Never.
I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. See? I told you I knew exactly where to find them.
God, why are you punishing me?
Oh, don't cry. We have more important things to do.
Will you take the cannons?
I won't be lugging them around.
Right. Are we going to see Zizka?
Let's go. Or do you want to go alone?
I'd rather go with you. Just in case.
Yep.
Mount up then. We've wasted enough time as it is.
Tarkistetaan vielä, että voidaanko me tehdä noin korjauksia. Good companion. Toi tulee näkyviin.
There now.
Se meni vauhdin.
Quick! Quick! Ka! Ka! Women, my friend, is a venomous creature.
I think I've heard that one before. How did Zizka put it? The best shot north of the Alps, and also the best singer north of Sasau. Nightingales have nothing on you.
Fucking and boozing and boozing and fucking. Fucking and boozing, boozing and fucking. Bring on the barrels and roll out the wretches. There's nothing better than a nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much.
Oi saatana. Hieno laulu.
Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back's her best feature. He'll break your heart and you'll want no other. Forget that damn troll up and drink your wine, brother.
No niin, siska.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
The next time you want to send me looking for something with Kubienka, just kill me. You'll save me a lot of suffering.
Did we find those cannon? We did. So stop whining.
When you spend more time with Kubienka, you'll realize he's not doing it on purpose. He's just a prick.
Aye. Hey!
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens, from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it, right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
Sometime later.
Are we there yet? You know how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Auttakaa.
Hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Tää tulee menee monin päin vittua. Aivan järkyttävää jälkeen.
What the fuck? Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting.
We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it.
Ei osuta mihinkään.
To the task!
Niin. Saatana.
Matilda!
Matilda!
Fucking
Hevonen!
My leg, damn it! You idiots!
Yeah, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
Opettakaa.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at the sky again?
Yeah.
Listen to me carefully. In the woods around us, we have dozens of archers and crossbowmen. If you don't surrender, we'll shoot you to pieces. We'll kill the rest the old-fashioned way.
Oh, shit! There's barely a dozen of you. If you could kill us all, you'd have done it already.
That's not true at all. There's more of us. Many more.
How many?
A gross. And we have armor, hammers, and cannons.
And you're hiding in the forest with all that gear, right? Have at them. Kill those bastards!
No.
Fucking horse hands.
True blood! Yeah! You're not up to it.
Now I'll shoot you dead. Are you waiting for me to die?
You're not be able to take another one like that. You can hardly stand, asshole.
Olisipa joku nopeampi tapa vaihtaa targettia. Ehkä tässä onkin. Tästä.
I'll show you.
I'll be done with you in a flash.
Hey! Get him!
I'm losing.
You want to try me? Nicely done. Get him from behind. Good. Christ! That must have hurt. Take that I'm going to shoot you. Slice him up.
Hey, get away what you're made of.
Wacko.
He's dead.
No, you don't. Fuck you.
Vittu.
Hey, I need a hand here.
Don't like red.
You won't get away with that,
Yeah, don't. Take that fucker out, damn it! Bleeding loud.
This has been going on too long.
Johonkin. Sulla mitään.
Pray, you bastard.
For glory!
He's done for. Good. Fuck you. Don't kill him. This one's mine. Ain't that enough yet?
Is that what you call fighting like a man? Yeah, you got what was coming, Whoreson. All right, we're done here. We've got to get the devil out of here somehow. To put the wheel back on and get the horse. If you're bleeding, patch yourself up quickly. We need to get out of here soon. If you're not bleeding, clear the bodies off the road. Hide them somewhere, but be quick about it, all right? Come here, Henry. We don't have all day.
We should get out of here.
The sooner we're gone.
Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you.
I'm sorry. No sen on kyllä minä.
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
First, we should find the rest of your band.
Hold your horses, Henry. First things first. You have more important things to deal with. How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? That old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people? Kubienka isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right. She said she'd try to find work at the Hangman's Halter Tavern.
All right, I'll go alone. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse for a while anyway.
But we don't have time for that. Like Henry said, we need more people. The three of us could just about manage to steal a few cabbages.
Sinä et tiedä kuule minun kaalivarastamistaidosta
It
yhtään.
hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find them?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kubienka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Or will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
Yeah.
I reckon I don't have a choice, do I?
I like that boy already. No pointless questions, just straight to the task.
At least tell him where to find the bastards.
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived that fuck-up.
Not many of us are left. Janos and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any coin.
What about Bohuta and his brother? They've always been reliable.
Slavik died, Bohuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck. Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak, but who knows where they ended up.
And that's all?
We could also try those rebellious farmers
Okay.
who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my own.
Sulla ei ole vaihtoehtoja.
In that case, there is no one else left.
And where should we look for them? I don't even know where to start.
I think I could help you with some of them. Come and see me when you want to get started.
I'll visit the town first. If Catherine's waiting for me there, I'll have to hurry. The sooner we find Liechtenstein, the sooner we can free Capon.
What is it with this bird? What kind of stupid name is that anyway?
I'll tell you everything before Henry returns. Henry, you should hurry up and come right back here once you're done. Do you understand?
Hai.
Why do they call you the Dry Devil, anyway?
Why do they call you fuckhead?
But they don't call...
All right, I was only joking. I don't even know how I got the nickname. I suppose it could have something to do with all the killing and my natural beauty. It's certainly catchier than His Grace Sir Hinnek the First of Kunststadt and Yashpitz. That name wouldn't scare a fucking coward. But say it Dry Devil, and everybody just shits themselves.
How do you know Kubienka?
He saved my arse back at Neuhaus. We only made it out thanks to him. I thought we were fucked. But then Kubienka appeared, dragging a ladder, asking how much we would pay for it.
What did he get for it?
The first thing he got was a good fucking beating, because we thought he'd been dead for 2 days. But after we escaped, we made sure he didn't have to pay for drinks for a long time.
How are your injuries healing?
Well, I didn't really need a second arse, so hopefully it was the last one I ever get. I can't really sit, stand, or lie down. Not to mention ride a horse.
It was just terrible luck that we hit you.
Yeah, I was feeling bitter for a while. But then I thought, you could have ripped my head or my leg off. So I still got off easy. And between us, I think it's still better to die of a shot to the arse than of old age or some disease.
How long have you known Zizka?
It's been a while. He served with me during the Moravian-Margrave Wars.
So you were his commander, sir?
That's water under the bridge now. I'm just an old wanted robber baron whose neck you and Zizka just saved. I don't give a shit about the sirs anymore, you see?
Ah, all right then. What can you tell me about Zizka?
Well, based on what you two have been through, I'd say you should know him pretty well by now. When everything is fucked, the people around you are dying and you're fighting for your very life, only then can you really learn what a person is like.
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way. Do you have a room for us?
But of course. We have 2 free rooms just upstairs. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother clean.
Treadlight. The name's Treadlight.
Tähän on hyvä päättää tämä episodi. Huone on saatu. Ensi kerralla lähdetään etsimään Katerinaa, ymmärtääkseni, ja Liechtensteinia. Kiitos kaikille. Hei hei!